Hi, guys. Welcome back to Speaking Spiritually. We are your hosts. I'm Amy.
And I'm Felix.
Felix is a world-renowned psychic medium with over 100 5-star reviews, and he does it every day for a profession. He is just that good.
Oh, thank you.
And we are going to get into our episode about love. So that's a big topic for a lot of people.
For everybody.
Yes. And it's also very special because we have a guest coming in who's going to get a blind reading from you.
Very cool.
And just see if you can give any guidance on their love life.
On love life, sure.
Yes. So do a lot of people come to you for love readings?
Absolutely, yes. That's usually, for some people, it's the last question on their list.
Okay.
For others, it's the first. And one thing I'll never forget, my mentor said before he passed, he says, young man, he said, love will be the most hardest thing that we do here. That our love life, just love in general.
Right.
All the complexities that come with it. So
So it can make you sad. It can make you happy.
Oh, it can be the best. It can be the worst.
Right.
For all of us.
It can make you depressed. It can make
Absolutely.
you joyful. So in your opinion, then, can psychics help with love?
For sure. We can bring guidance through for people and sometimes see things that they can't. For sure. Some people can see things that I can't for myself.
Okay.
So yeah, love is the biggest on the list, actually.
Okay. So I don't know if you remember Terry Rose. Her son had passed away. You've read her multiple times.
Remember the name familiar.
Oh,
yes, I do know her.
Okay. She would message me and say, like, why is nothing happening? Like, Felix would tell me this stuff is happening and it's not happening. But like, when is this person going to come into my life?
But it did happen.
It
eventually.
happened,
right?
And they're still together. And it's the
is
same name. You gave her the first name.
That is because there is no timing,
right,
in the spirit world. I use numerology to help navigate the timing, but even that isn't an exact science.
Right.
So what I tell people is, listen, everything that you desire and that you want will happen in your life. Most of everything will actually happen, but not at the same time. It'll happen exactly and precisely when you're ready for it. For sure.
And and it's kind of hard for you to tell when that's going to happen.
I mean, it can be. Sometimes it's right on. Sometimes it's 3 years. One time I did tell a friend, he said, Felix, when do you see me getting married? And I said, Dane, I see you getting married in October. And this was like, I think it was in 2027 or sorry, 2017, I think it was.
Okay.
But anyways, 2 years later,
He got
2
married.
years later, actually 2.5 years later, in October, he finally got married. But the year prior, he's like, Felix, you said October. I said, I kept saying October, but I didn't get the year.
Oh, okay.
So
Okay.
just saw the month. So,
And then you kind of use his year numerology to maybe. Okay.
I like to use numerology because it can help navigate that. But even that is not 100%.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
Nothing's 100%.
at least for Terry, you got the first name, and it's the guy she met, and they've been together ever since.
And listen, it is not about accuracy or inaccuracy. It's about we're interpreting information, and sometimes we get it wrong. Like I always tell people, spirit, the universe, we get the information correctly. But sometimes we as psychics or mediums can misinterpret things and think it's something different. So yeah.
Okay. Oh, wow. Interesting. Okay. So other than that story that you just shared, before I bring Jacob in, do you have any other like fun love things that you remember from a reading that you can share with us?
Fun love stories. Just, I could go. I remember I did a reading for a gentleman and I said, who's Lisa? He said, I don't know who Lisa is. And then I said, I see this woman. And then I said, I see 2 young girls. And he goes, I don't know. I don't have kids. And so I thought, maybe I'm not connecting with you. So I kind of told him, it's all right. I don't think we're connecting. But I read for him like 20 minutes and he didn't understand hardly anything I said.
Oh, okay.
So fast forward 5 years later,
oh wow,
I get a message from this man. He says, Felix, I came to you 5 years ago. You asked me about these names. I said I didn't know who they were. We thought we weren't making a connection. And it turned out we did make a connection because everything that I had said to him happened.
Oh wow.
Lisa ended up being his fiance he met, and they had 2 girls.
Oh, wow.
So
they end up being his own kids?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
So I learned early on that just because someone doesn't understand it doesn't mean it's not accurate, or doesn't mean we're not connecting.
Right. It could just happen.
And he
later.
actually said, I want to pay you for that reading, and I want to pay you for another one. And he proceeded to do a second read with me. It was phenomenal. Spirits came through, and he was so happy. And he paid me for the first experience and for the second one. So that was kind of, wow, I thought this is really cool because that's never happened before. I just thought it wasn't connecting to him. Turned out I was.
You were.
It was just about
you got it
things
right.
that haven't happened yet.
Wow.
So it was a good lesson for me.
Yes. Wow.
And a good teacher told me, and I know this might be controversial to some people, but she says, Felix, when we are working with spirit, we are never wrong. We're just with the wrong people, or when we're not interpreting it correctly. Right. And it's pretty true.
You're not.
We're not about wrong or right. It's interpreting. We're relaying. We're getting information from somewhere. Right.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, it goes to everybody. Like a lot of people feel things and hear things.
Yeah. No.
It just doesn't always apply to what you think it does.
Right. Or it could show up later on.
Right.
Like I'm still waiting on some stuff from you too.
Okay.
Okay. So I'm going to bring Jacob in now.
Okay.
And we'll see what happens.
Let's do it.
Thanks.
So we have Jacob with us today.
What up, y'all?
Welcome.
Thank you for having me.
And so I'm going to be reading him, and I know that he's got some questions about love.
Doesn't everybody today?
But first, I'm just going to get your basic information, so like how I do with other people when I'm given a reading. So let's start with your name.
Okay. Government name?
Yeah, full name for me. We can, change it up, or we can edit it if it.
Absolutely. Full name. I have no problem with my name.
Yeah, what's your full name?
My middle name's included?
Yes. Spirit likes full names.
Okay. So from what my mom calls me, Jacob Ryan Israel Amen Manabusan.
Wow. Jacob Ryan
Israel Amen
AMMON
AMEN, like the prayer.
Oh, like amen.
Yeah,
okay.
So that was the last of my mom's prayer.
Wow.
Manabusan.
That's wonderful. Manabusan?
Yeah. MAN as in Nancy. I, B as in boy, USAN.
And then your birthday, Jacob.
9/13/1989.
Virgo.
Yes. True.
All right. Well, I don't do horoscopes, but I am looking at your numerology. So we take 9132024. That's this year's birthday. We add up the numbers. So 9 + 1 is 10, +3 is 13, +2 is 15, +2 is 17, +4, and we get 21.
Whoop, whoop,
and then
drinking age.
21. But we add 2 and 1 together to get a single digit. So then 2 + 1 is 3. So this is your year 3, which is the year of personal and professional development and achievement. This is a good year for work. This is a good year for your personal life. Now, because your birthday's the second half of the year, as you get closer to September, things get better for you. The beginning of this year probably sucked.
Horrible.
Yeah. So that's probably because you were coming off of 2. And 2 is about learning, taking things in, things you didn't necessarily want to learn, but things that you had to.
Can I just say, when we say we learn a lot, I'm a little tired of learning.
Well, the good news is the closer you get to your birthday, the better it gets.
Thank gosh. I'm going to get a good birthday gift.
Yeah. You should be a comedian, actually.
Oh,
do you write?
I do write.
I see you writing.
Not comedy.
Well,
I think I'm too hard on myself to be a comedian.
Well, I can see you writing. I just feel like you have it in you. But I also felt earlier, before I even met you, that you were a healer and that you have abilities yourself. And
Yes.
You've had experiences as a child. That's what they're showing me. I see you in your bedroom and you're hearing words and you're hearing people speaking, right?
All the time.
Yeah. So you're very sensitive to spirit yourself. That's the first thing that I got. And I wanted to wait to say it till we did the reading.
What's funny, real fast, not to cut you off.
Yeah, no, please cut me off.
But what's funny is whenever I meet with other mediums or psychics or tarot readers, anybody,
they know.
I always keep that aside, like keep that to myself and allow it to present itself. Yeah. And it's also my own little test because I am somewhat of a skeptic. So it's my little test just to see who really is picking up on stuff.
I'm a skeptic too. Like we have to be healthy skeptic of people who say they can do what we do. But just sitting next to you, I can tell you right now that you channel, you do it at times you're not even aware of it. And you are a counselor. I see you counseling young people. I see you helping young people. You notice that animals come up to you. They just want to come up and cuddle with you because they love your energy. You have a good energy about you.
Felix, on another episode, we got to talk about my ayahuasca trip, but
okay, yeah, I
he's the real deal, people.
I want to hear about
real
that.
deal. Sorry
but
for
no,
effing.
That's okay.
But he's
no,
the real
it's all
one.
good. But I just feel that. So 3 years ago was a new beginning for you, actually.
Yes.
So 2021 was a very important year for you. I don't know exactly what happened, but it opened a door for you. A new door opened for you. I do see you want to travel, and I don't know why I keep seeing islands. I don't know if it's Hawaii or if it's Indonesia, but I keep feeling like you want to do some traveling.
Yeah. You're probably picking up on Guam. My family is tomorrow. I have been like wanting to reconnect like my homeland, so Guam, Germany.
I'm seeing island energy. So for sure. I do feel a male that's here. I just got goosebumps, and I don't know. I don't know who he is yet, but I feel him. He feels like he's on your mom's side of the house. I don't know if this would be your mom's dad or a father figure to her.
Yeah.
And I feel him, and I felt like before I read you on camera here, a happy birthday. You mentioned your mother to someone, and I heard happy birthday. So her birthday is coming up.
Yeah, her birthday's coming up
next month.
Yes, and also my grandpa, my dad's side, who was a huge father figure for my mom. His birthday's coming up as well.
Ah, okay. So then there could be, this is their way to show me both sides. So your mom's dad, and then the birthday that's also close to your mom's is your dad's dad.
Yes.
So I feel like they're both there. Did one of them serve in the military?
Both of them.
Both of them, because I got a salute. And my sign for military is when they salute me. So we don't know which one I'm with yet, but we'll get there.
They're very similar, so it'd be hard to discern.
Oh my
Just throwing that out there.
Well, that's why they seem to be coming through as one. So maybe, okay, thank you. They just said the message is more important, Felix. I'm like, okay. So they don't want us to get too caught up with who they are. But I know the biggest message I have for you is that you think you can't help your mom with your gift, but you actually can. Not that she asks for it, because she's also intuitive herself. She's very stubborn. So, but I feel like you can help her. I just, for some reason, tell him that he has the ability to channel for her too. Just because they're close doesn't mean he can't. So I don't know if you've ever given your mom a message or have ever told her some things that she needed to hear. I keep picking up her health for some reason.
Yes.
Something with her health. I don't know if she's having trouble walking, because I keep seeing her right leg.
Yes. And her right leg's been swelling up a lot. She does have health issues.
Okay.
Some cardiovascular stuff.
Yeah, I feel like the father figure comes through and he's acknowledging that they're with her and helping her with her issue. But I feel like there's some things that she could be doing to better help herself, because I feel like she's not listening to anybody. Sorry, Karen.
She's listening, but she ain't hearing.
Okay. She's hearing, but she's not listening. I get you.
She could see the forest, but she can't see the trees. You know what I'm saying?
It's hard. I just feel like don't give up on her.
Absolutely. And I know this is an episode centered around love, but love comes in all shapes and sizes. So maybe my guides are coming in saying love for my mother. Yeah, which is my ultimate love.
Yes, real quick. This is her new beginning year. So that's probably why you're very close to your mom, right?
Very.
Yeah. So even though you're very close to your mom and you love her, you still have room for other love. Right. Absolutely. I always tell people there are different kinds of love, right? There's love you have for your mom, for your dad, and a love you have for your children, but also a love you have for your partner.
Absolutely.
And so I don't know, but 4 years ago, did you go through a breakup? About 4 or 5 years ago? It was like a kind of breakup because you were kind of together, but kind of weren't.
Well,
why do I feel that?
Because that was a little closure of it. It was a long. Okay. So 4 years ago was like, I think, the final break. Got it. Entertained it. We hung out for a month or two.
Yeah.
And then it was, I feel like, my final close.
I feel, Jacob, you have no issues with love. You are a very loving person. You're very kind-hearted. and you do like to laugh and bring comedy through, even through your struggles and pains, which a lot of comedians do. And I know, because I've worked with them, but I also feel like you need to allow yourself to really be loved. And I really, not saying that you don't let people love you, but I kind of am feeling like you have this little wall up when it comes to that intimacy. And Spirit just said, if he can bring that wall down a little bit and just trust himself, that you don't need to perform for someone to love you.
Wow. For all the listeners who's not on YouTube, I'm rolling my eyes because he's reading me so truly right now.
I just feel, I don't know, I just feel like no problem with love, Felix. It's just the timing. He's moving into it. You're moving into a time of greater awareness, Jacob. Mm-hmm. You're moving into a time where you're becoming more comfortable in your skin.
That's real.
And they're calling you the little Buddha. That's just the name I'm hearing. Little Buddha, little man, little Buddha. But you've got that energy. Okay. And I'm not worried about you finding love. It's just, do you really want it? I think that's the question. Because why do I feel like you say you want it, but then you don't really?
A lot of people have called me out on that. And I honestly feel like, I think it's a battle, you know, here in physical realm, everybody has different battles. And I do think it is a self-worth love. And it's something that I definitely do want. You know, I feel like I'm at that point where I want that connection. I want that partner, you know, like I do have, even though I'm a proud gay man, I do have like old school morals as far as finding my soulmate, finding my partner.
And you do not need to compromise those values and morals. You know, it's important to know. I also am hearing RuPaul's voice. RuPaul's still alive.
Yeah.
And he's like, what's he say? Honey, you can't love anyone else unless you learn how to love yourself, or something like that.
And I think a lot of it goes to the intimacy.
Yeah.
I do have a wall. I have been scarred. I do have PTSD when it comes to
guess what?
A lot of things.
That's everybody.
I know.
You are not alone.
But I'm too good at keeping my wall up. So I think it's like, you know, obviously when I came here, I know we're on a time, but I just wanted whatever messages to come through. So if spirits are coming in and saying you're being a bitch, settle the fuck down.
Oh no, this whole thing's a message. Everything is a message here. So what they're showing me is you're moving into a greater time of peace.
Okay.
I'm not just saying that to satiate you. I'm really honestly telling you from the heart that a new door is opening for you. I'm going to say around beginning of October.
Okay.
I also feel like you're going to meet someone new this fall, like right around your birthday. Actually, after your birthday.
Okay.
So there was someone that you really, really liked that I feel like didn't reciprocate. And I feel like that closed your heart. Do you understand that?
Yes.
Okay. So what they just said to me was he needs to let go of that because that relationship happened already. You've already been with that person, whether it was this life or another life. And I'm just being instructed to tell you, you're moving on from that. Do you understand that? Okay. So, yeah. And then, do you know the name Mark?
Mark. I have a couple.
Okay. That's the name I'm just hearing. I wasn't trying to get a name, but I heard. Who's the most prominent Mark to you?
I don't think any of them are extremely prominent.
Okay.
They've all, I mean, I have a friend named Mark, an old director named Mark.
Just remember I said the name Mark. It's either Mark or Marco. It's an M-A-R male name. Mario, but it's M-A-R. So just remember I said that. It's interesting because I was going into this reading thinking you had an issue with love, but you don't. And I truly believe.
I just have other issues.
Yeah, those are other issues. But no, seriously. I'm feeling like you're thinking too much. You're focusing too much on it, right? When you focus on something so much, you want it so bad, guess what? Until you let go of it, then it comes to you. That's what I'm seeing. It's like, you're like, you know what? I'm not looking for love. It's going to happen for me. I just have to trust. You know, it's like Spirit is saying, tell him he has it already, Felix. He knows this. It's just moving forward with remembering that and behaving as if it's going to happen, because it will. You have to behave as if it's going to happen. I just saw an interview yesterday of Charlie Rose interviewing Mariah Carey. And Mariah said, when I was a young child, she would tell her mom, if I become a singer one day, and she said no, her mom said no, when you become a singer. So she kind of instilled that in her. Self-fulfilling prophecy, very powerful. But I'm hearing that it's going to happen. It's just you're ready.
Yeah, I'm eagerly waiting.
Don't wait.
Don't wait. I really
behave as if it's on the way.
Okay.
That is what their message is to you.
Just be patient.
Be patient. And who's Jack? Or is another J.A. name in your family?
We have a lot.
He's living?
Yes.
Yeah, because someone keeps saying J.A. to me. And I feel like this is Dad's family.
Yes.
Because I keep feeling the dad side. Who has his necklace, or someone has a pendant that belonged to him, or has something that would, it's not what you're wearing. This is like old, and it's not gold. It's actually silver.
I don't know.
If you could find out from your father's side, if someone owns this heavy thing, and then they're not wearing it, but they have it, and he keeps showing this to me. It could have something to do with military. It could actually be dog tags. I don't know. I just felt something around my neck, and it was coming from him.
I think my uncles have my grandpa's dog tags.
Yeah. So that might be what I'm getting, but
mm-hmm.
They just said that we talk to him all the time, Felix. We talk to him. We would like to talk with him.
Okay.
So that means believing that you're hearing from them and having a conversation with them. It's like they're saying to spirit. To
me talking to spirits?
From you to your grandfather, from you to your spirit people, like behaving as if you can respond to them, because they are talking to you. They really are talking to you.
This is why I wanted to keep these right here. I'm putting on glasses to you listeners, but
this is very prominent that I think this is the message I needed for today, because my struggle has been real, as a lot of people have been going through it. And as you said, you clocked me when we first started talking about hiding it and masking it with comedy, and which I'm really good at. But I just remember, like a couple days ago, 2 days ago, I was feeling more so alone than ever. So hearing that,
just know you're not alone. Listen, we all feel alone, but when you truly tune in and you listen, your soul knows that there's someone guiding you, and that your grandfather's with you, and anyone you've loved and lost, I promise you, are there. It's so hard though. I know, trust me, I get it. When we're in that moment, we have to feel through it. We have to feel the sorrow, the sadness, and then move from it to, okay, I know they can hear me right now, and behave as if they are hearing you.
Yes.
Trust me, I go through the same thing sometimes myself, but I know that they listen.
That's amazing. Felix, I am an absolute believer. And I think even though this wasn't completely centered around like my love life, I feel like it was centered around love. And I'm so grateful for you letting me come here.
Absolutely. I just feel it's how you're looking at it is the block.
Yes.
So the message is there's no block other than how you're looking at it and how you're perceiving it.
Got it.
Mark my words.
Well, I heard on one of your guys' podcasts talking about one of your workshops coming up.
Yes.
I definitely want to do that.
You are definitely a candidate.
I need to listen to more Speaking Spiritually with Felix and Amy. And I'm definitely going to subscribe and come back. I want to get a full-blown reading with you we're not on a time limit, because Felix, I haven't cried in like 10 years, and this is the first one. So thank you for giving me the love that I think I was looking for.
Absolutely. Today. It was nice to meet you, Jacob.
Nice to meet you as well. Can I give you a hug?
Absolutely.
All right. All right. Have a great day, y'all.
Thank you, guys.